Hi there. So, I wasn't gonna do this. I wasn't gonna stream for a while because, like, I didn't want to anymore, and it's kind of well, I'm sick right now. But if you don't know, Danganronpa, big news actually happened with it. The creator left. The creator and a few artists left for it, and formed their own video game company, I believe. So that's great for them. It kind of means the end for Danganronpa, though, so I am sad about it. So we're just going to do a little reminiscing. We're going to go through the games really quickly. Actually, no, we're going to go through each game, yeah. We're going to start with Danganronpa, the game that started it all. Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. So, I'm kind of sad about this. Also, I'm sick, so, like, I'm going to be kind of sad. Way too loud. So, Danganronpa. How do I put this? I got into Danganronpa very late. But nevertheless, it doesn't mean I loved it any less. So, I don't know how I found out about this. My brother claims he showed it to me, but I don't remember that at all. So, I remember this because if you guys know what, like, people put songs together and they put, like, different fan art in, or, like, different clips. So, basically, the clip that had me intrigued was you could see Toko, like, freaking out, and then she goes crazy. And I kind of knew this was, like, a darker school anime. And so, you know, I like dark things. Okay, well, this is actually... not that much. Wow, that really cuts it out. So, let's see if we can just fix the settings. Why is this, like, cutting out so badly? Settings. We're gonna have to deal with this, sorry. So that's how I found out about it. I watched it, and, like, it was really interesting. I instantly fell in love with Celeste right away. I watched the anime, I did indeed enjoy it, but then I kind of just was like, alright, I need to do other, I forget, but I had a lot going on at that time, so I was like, I kind of forgot about it. Then, like, at some point, I heard that second game had come out, and I was like, oh, let me watch that, and it did intrigue me again. I fell in love with it again. We'll talk about that, but, basically, I remember when I was getting back into anime and, like, horror stuff, I was like, you know what, this is really dark, I like this a lot, so I decided to, you know, other skills saved. That's interesting, actually. I wonder if their stuff saves. Yeah, one of their stuff saves, but their skills saves. Okay, that's interesting. So, if you didn't know, I just kind of, so yeah, I got into it again. I instantly fell in love with more characters. I think from this, with the Danganronpa series, the only characters I don't like are, like, a lot of people don't like Yasuhiro, but I like him. Because in the games, he's actually, like, the anime doesn't do him right. I've said this before, but he takes charge in the game. Like, he tries to, like, get the group to move when they're all depressed. And I really do admire about him, and that was some character development that the anime cut out. So, I do like him, and I feel like he's underrated. Now, this guy, Yamada, he had no character development, so wasn't really he didn't really do anything for me. Also, he kind of got Celeste killed, who was my favorite, so that's kind of it. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. So anyway, I watched gameplay of the. I didn't watch the gameplay of the first game, but I had to watch gameplay of the second game, and I only watched up to like the 4th chapter where Gundam died. Spoilers. And then I was just like, and then school happened again, so I was like, okay, I need to focus, because I was failing at that time. And I got out of it again. And then, like, last year, I had heard a 3rd game came out, and I was like, oh shit, I need to play. I bought the 1st game, I bought the 2nd game, I bought the 3rd game. I didn't watch anything for the 3rd game. I played the whole 1st chapter of the 3rd game. It had been, like, a few months after the 3rd game came out, so all the devs were posted. Once, like, I started getting recommendations for their executions. So after the first 2 chapters, I looked at all the devs and I was kind of sad by it, but that's kind of just how my introduction to Danganronpa happened. So, I know no one's watching this, but I kind of just want to talk about this because it does make me sad. Like, I understand, I think his name's Kodaka. I feel bad mispronouncing it because I do respect like this game and this idea completely. I understand he's doing new things and they look really cool. Like, I'm still gonna be a supporter of his series because I just can't like not. So anyway, let's go over each character. So let's go over each character and I'll continue talking. Makoto Naegi. I would say probably, I feel bad for saying this, probably one of my least favorite companions, protagonists. Like, he's good, like, there's nothing wrong with him, he did a really good job. To me, he just felt, I got, like, annoyed by his personality. I got annoyed by him a little bit. Plus, like, I understand, like, Makoto was really good for giving Kyoko, but, like, I could never. And I just didn't like our ideals, like, if I were in a killing game, I probably would not have been the protagonist, I probably would have died really early on. But yeah, he's a really good character, protagonist. His outfit I never liked until I don't like how he's wearing a really nice pea coat and then a hoodie under it, it's just weird to me. He's a good guy. He made good friends. I don't like it. He's such a pushover because he deals with Kyoko and Kogumi. And I don't really respect that. Now, we go on to Ishimaru. This boy... Watch Mojo. You made a list recently about most innocent... like, top 10 bastard innocent anime characters. No, you made a list of anime characters who deserve better. And how dare you? You did not include one of these. One of these 2 boys right here. They deserve better. Ishimaru was great. I love his backstory. He didn't really have friends because he's too much of, like, you know, a hard ass. He's a great character. I loved him. I'm really sad he didn't make it to the final 6 after, like, he utterly broke when Mondo died. Plus, he was, like, the first one to start a gay ship in Danganronpa, which I'm all for. And that's why I love Ishimaru. Also, there is a thing, I don't know if it's true or not, but it said Ishimaru, when he went to that room to meet with Yamada to get the computer back, he knew he was going to die, but he risked it to see Mondo again. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but damn, that hurt. Reading that hurt me. Now we go on to Togami. I feel like with Togami, you either hate him or you don't. Now, again, Danganronpa made you hate him, I think. He was cold, he was tactical, he was arrogant. I personally don't like that about him. Like, he didn't really, like his arrogance didn't really come off well with me. Like, some people like him because he's like that. I just don't. Like, I like arrogant players, but, like, he was just kind of, like, arrogant and annoying at the same time. Like, not in, like, the forgivable way, but just annoying in general. So, that's really all I can say about him. His thing was Toka. I don't even, like, I was like, oh, him and Toka are cute shit, but, like, I'm playing Despair Girls right now, which I probably will get back to at the end of the stream. I don't really even know if I ship them anymore, because like Toko and Kamari are such a good ship. Alright, now we go on to Mondo. Mondo is... Mondo... you just... I don't know how you don't feel bad for a lot of these characters. Mondo... He has like... I remember his backstory is like he's back getting... He killed his brother by accident. And he like... All his life he's had trouble talking to people because he'll get too angry when he'll like start yelling when he's nervous and people get scared of him. And I just feel so bad for him. It's just so sad. And then he didn't mean to kill Chihiro. And it was just so bad. Alright, so now we're going on to Leon. Probably one of the characters that I like but a lot of people don't. Leon's not a bad character in any way, shape, or form. Like, people see him as a womanizer, he's really not. Like, you have to read into his lore. Basically, I'm going to water this down. He had a cousin that was in love with him, and so she started changing her looks for him. And he was like, no, I don't like you like that, there's no way, no, absolutely not, you know, like a normal human being. And, eventually she kept bothering him about it, and he was like, if you are able to, like, I don't know, basically throw a ball faster than the world record, he would consider going out with her. And she tried for a lot of days, and like Leon kind of tried to beg her to stop, but like he admired that she was trying to do that. Like, he didn't like her, he still didn't like her, but like he like doesn't like someone who will just flop themselves at him. He likes someone who is like, he likes Sayaka because of her determination and stuff like that. Yamada, I never got the chance to know him personally. I really don't care either. He didn't progress at all. When he died, I wasn't sad. That's kind of all I can say about him. He wasn't that good of a character. He was annoying. He bothered me. I hated talking to him. Yasuhiro, again, underrated character. He did a lot in the game to like try and help the people move forward. A lot of that gets outshined. Like, you don't see in the anime, you don't see Yasuhiro's like attempt to make the move work, but you see Togami's, so that's kind of it. Chihiro, innocent boy. Oh my god, why? Chihiro is so sad. I really can't get into it because I'm gonna cry. But oh my god, he's so innocent and he just wanted to improve himself, and like he chose Mondo, and Mondo felt so bad in his whole situation. And then like there's this comic, I don't know if it's canon or not, but it came out and it was like it shows people's events. Like, it showed Sayaka before she died, it showed Leon after he killed her. And oh yeah, and like Leon didn't mean to kill her, if that's canon. Like, he tried to explain the whole situation because he was afraid that he scared her. And then they got back. It's a whole big thing that I don't want to get into because it's like so sad. But Chihiro's like, I'm not even mad at Mondo, I just hope he does okay. And I'm just like, Chihiro. Okay, now we'll go on to Mukuro. I liked Mukuro originally, I felt bad that she died. She's a really cool character, her talent's really cool, but the anime made me like dislike her. Because she had this weird thing for her sister, which I don't really think was needed. I think if she just like respected or admired her enough to like, I don't think we need this whole lovey-dovey thing. So that's that. Celeste. Again, she's kind of like the Leon that she's like the female version of Leon. I don't really have a lot of reasons to like her, especially her, but I do. I like her design. I like her attitude in the Killing Game. It was really cool and unique, and I like it when all these different personalities are like forced to come together for the greater good. Sakura. I forget about her a lot. I will admit that. She's a great character. She did a lot for this. She did a lot for the group, and I really can't complain. She's a really good character. Toko / Genocider Show. Great character. I don't really have any complaints. She's kind of like Ishimaru, except she went on the she takes like a 180 on her attitude in life. Ishimaru is always kind of positive. She's always kind of negative. And I do appreciate, I like Danganronpa a lot because it's a very unique situations and a very lot of unique different ideas in it. Sorry, I'm really suffering. So that's kind of it. Asahino. Towards the end of the game, when I first watched it, I was like, she better survive. She's way too nice to die. I was glad that she survived, but now I'm just like, oh, okay. Like, I understand why she survived, she's a good character, but like, I don't really care about her that much anymore. Kyoko, an MVP of the original Killing Game. She's great, she's resourceful, and she's tactical. That's all I can say about her. I love her as a character. She did backstab Naoki, but hey, that's Naoki's issue if you can forgive her. She was sorry about it. That's all I can say. Her backstory is amazing. Okay, now we have Sayaka. I like Sayaka too. Sayaka's a good character in my opinion. A lot of people give her shit for trying to kill and set up Makoto, but if you ask me, Sayaka was one of the most human people in there because she freaked out. Again, the motive was targeted towards her, but I think anyone in their situation probably would have done something similar, and you really can't blame them because you're never going to be in that position. Alright, so let's just do a day or two. More back screws, aluminum can, more wrench. Alright, here. So we're gonna just go and hang out with Leon, and I'm gonna leave this game. We're gonna take a look at their fan arts. I know what to do for the music room. It's one of the easiest room.
Hey, listen. Let's do it. Hey, listen. Yeah.
So, I'm not really gonna do this. I hate this part, to be honest. I hate that they did this. Like, I don't like this game because I'm not good at it. It takes a while. Like, you have to confuse. That's nice. I don't really care. I guess we're doing this again. Okay, we need a great statue and a wrench. That'll be fun, alright. Watch me not be able to exit out. I'm sorry, it's like doing this. I really don't know what to do. Alright, so now we'll go on to this cat. Now we're going on to Danganronpa 2. I'm still kind of in like a state of shock over this. I'm still kind of in a state of shock over like the whole Danganronpa. Like, it's not really processing in my head that I don't think it's really processing that, you know, it's over. Like, oh, I hate this. Like, I can't really process that this is all over. Who was I talking to? No. Talk to Mommy. Very soon.
Alrighty.
Ah, Megiddo. That's right, we're doing. And then,
Hey, got it?
so I feel like we're passing over here. We definitely passing. So I really love. He's my favorite protagonist. Hajime is without a doubt my favorite protagonist. I love him. He's like, the best way to describe him is no fun Hajime. Like, if any of them are acting too crazy, he will put them in their place, and I love that. That's me. Oh, I forgot to leave my opinions on the first game. I enjoyed the first game. It was really good. It was really suspenseful, and it always like left a lot of mind fucks, if you ask me. It was like, what the fuck just happened? If you ask me, even though I love the cast, the second game was probably the worst out of all of them. Mainly because it had so much more potential, if you ask me. Like, I don't like how Junko was the villain again. Like, it did well. Like, the original ideas it had, I think it should have stuck with, because they were so much better. And that's all I can really say about it. Anyway, I don't know. Let's go to the military base. I'm probably gonna mess this up. I don't know how to talk to him. Ah, military base. Looks like that's what should we do. Let's ride the tanks. Honestly, I actually don't know which option you'd like. Like, I really don't. No, let's ride the tanks. Oh, rip. Alright, well, this... Oh, we messed it up. Oh, I don't really care. It's nighttime. Oh, it's day 18, that's right. I hate this. Ah, Hyoko. I'm kidding, I love Hyoko. Alright. Oh my god. What did I do? This is so different. Oh my god, go to bed, 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 go to bed. Ah, we have more characters this time, that's right. Go to bed. Go to bed, go to bed. Go to bed, go to bed. Go to bed, okay. Everyone that is tired, go to bed. Okay, so I love Hajime. Greatest protagonist ever, I love him. Again, I feel this cast is really strong and really weak in some ways. Like, the protagonist is great, I love him. He's the best. The antagonist, great, I love him. Like, he's crazy enough, he like pisses you off, but you also love him at the same time. Hajime, I love. Togami, kind of a weak character, if you ask me. Like, I just didn't get, like, his significance didn't really mean a lot to me. Tanaka, love him. He's great. His backstory is really touching. He's like, when he says he's like the child of a demon and an angel, that means that, like, his father didn't want him and his mother raised him. So I love him. He's crazy enough. Tera, don't really like him. I don't know. I just don't. People are like, well, people don't like Yamada and Teru because they're fatter and unattractive. I'm like, a pervert doesn't really appeal to me though, and that's what they both were. Sorry. Like, I don't know, it just isn't for me. Nekomaru, great character. A little gross, but he has like a heart of gold. I would kind of compare him to the Chihiro. Fuyuhiko. I don't really like him. I'll get a lot of hate for that if anyone actually watches. Fuyuhiko is a good character. I'll give him that. But there's like a sour taste in my mouth when I think of him, because 2 characters died because of him. I just didn't really like him, even after he became a good character. So, oh great, we're starting off with some strong hits. I do not like a lot of the girls in this game. They're good characters, but I just don't like them. Akane. No character development, which is absolutely garbage if you ask me, considering that she is a survivor. She made it to the final 5. I hate the fact that she does not have elite character development. She is a survivor. She had a lot of chances. Even after Nekomaru sacrificed basically his humanity for her, she kind of used that as an excuse, like, oh, I'll work harder now. But she still kind of was just like, oh, yeah, my gut is telling me. Like, that really do nothing? Chiaki. I don't like Chiaki, but that does not mean she is not a great character. She is one of the best Danganronpa characters ever. She did a lot. I will admire that. But a lot of people just like relate to her, and I just don't. Because she's like extreme. I'm lazy, but she's lazier. She kinda helped. Like, thank God for her, because in the Funhouse chapter, everyone was kind of against the protagonist, and I was just like, God damn it. Like, I will give her. The prequels are absolutely devastating with her. I don't like her. I would say I don't like her, I hate her, but like, after her history was revealed to me, I can't say that without feeling bad, so she's just not my favorite. That's all I'm gonna say. I think she's a great character. Like, she adds a lot of interesting plot. Sonia, love her. I like characters that are kind of like something that you expect and then something different. But I'll explain later, because I like Sonia because she seemed to be this princess that's all perfect, but she's actually like this like occultist type person who has like military training and will kill you. Like, to me what would be interesting is if we saw Mukuro, Sakura, Sonia, Akane, Peko, like all these, Nekomaru, like all of them in a fight would be interesting to me. I like her because like she seems as one thing, and then like as the story's ending, you see her like cursing more and she's getting more frustrated. Like she's showing her emotions, and it's like really cool to see her like that. Kyoko, I love the sassy little child character. I don't know why. Like I do love it and I don't. Like she did it right. Like her character development was happening. And that's when I really liked her because like she was getting this ideal in the killing game. Like again, I love the ideas. Like I love all these different like ideas coming in the killing game. She was like, I don't want to be near anyone if they're just gonna get me hurt. And this was after again Akane got Nekomaru hurt. She was just like, I don't like this. I'm just gonna isolate myself. And like she was trying to forgive Fuyuhiko. How ironic Fuyuhiko got her killed. And like people don't like her because she's a bitch, and I understand that, but like that's why I love her. I love that character. She's like a sassy, bitchy child, and I love that. She also, again, the same reasons why I like Yasuhiro. I do like she does get extra points for me because the creators didn't really have the respect to even make the characters look for her murder weapon, which I understand it was a rushed process, but like. I feel really bad for her character, and like that just makes me love her more. Mahiru. Oh. Mahiru. Okay, I forget about her a lot, but she really is a good character. Like I can't fight that. She's a really good character and deserves like more screen time. Her whole issue with her friend kind of pissed me off, but like it wasn't her fault. So okay, now we're getting into what I hate. I hate Mikan. She is an annoying character. I hate the characters that just cry about everything. And then they go crazy. It's predictable, it's been done a few times before, and I'm kind of just over it, honestly. Like, when she became the killer, I was like, oh fuck, she's crazy. And I was like, oh well, there goes all my... I was like, I've kind of seen this before, you know, from Celeste. And Mikan wasn't even that appealing to me, because she always just... I don't like people who tear themselves, like, I'm someone who will tear myself down constantly, but she does it so much more, and that just annoys me. Kabuki, love her. She didn't deserve to die. Her and Hyoko were supposed to be in the final 6, but then they switched them out for Fuyu. And you know what? I hate that, but it's what it is. I love her. She's a great character. She always, like, brought a little... She had to go, if you ask me. She was kind of, like, bringing everyone's moods up, and, like, you don't want that. Okay, Peko. Great character. Love her. Yeah, that's it. I don't really have any faults with her. Her purpose was great. I kind of was disappointed, though, that she did sacrifice herself for Fuyu. But it is what it is. Alright, so we're gonna do this. I love Hiyoko. Look at her. Can you see her? Oh, you can barely see her. Oh, but look how cute she is. Look at her Marge sleeping on her bed. Alright, we're done with this. Again, I really love them.
Danganronpa.
Alright. Now we're going on to the infamous V3. Now, say what you will about the game, I personally liked it. Say what you will about the game, I personally liked it. Oh, okay, so... Alright, so... I should have been doing this originally, but I don't really feel like doing this anymore. Shuichi. Great character. I liked him. He's very reminiscent of Komaru, which I don't really like. Because he needs like a pep talk every 5 seconds, but in the end, he was a good protagonist. Oh, and you'll see why I don't also really like him that much. I'll explain why in a little bit. It has nothing to do with him as a character, but it was just, I'm kind of salty over something. Okay, Kaido. Love him. He's hot. I'm not gonna lie here. So is Tanaka and so is Leon, but we're not gonna lie here. Love him. He was a great character. He really helped the story progress. I appreciate that about him. If it wasn't for him and Kaede, there probably wouldn't be a V3 ending like this. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Okay, Ryoma. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of skipped through this part. Like, I wasn't really paying attention that much to his backstory. From what I gathered, from what I know, he has a really sad story, but I guess I'm just like an awful human being. Because like, I really don't care. His character was kind of annoying. Ah, Rantaro. Love him, he's great. It's really fucking funny too, because like, the creator made Rantaro hot, like on purpose. And then like, after he was done with the story, he was like, damn it, I kind of want to leave him in the game. And he just couldn't do that for obvious reasons. Love him. He was kind of, him and Kaede are very similar in like their ideals. Like they both want to stop the killing game and they both tried to like risk it, and they both ended up paying with their lives for it. But Rantaro was in this by himself. Kaede had Shuichi, and Rantaro had all this like damning evidence that was so like mind confusing for him. I feel bad that he had to do it alone. Okay. Gonta's like is like a Chiaki for me. He was kind of annoying to me, but his death hurt me so much. I didn't really care. Like, I was like, oh, he's just a gentleman, you know. That's cool. But when his trial when the trial for Mew came up, it hurt me a lot. And it was just so sad. Like, that's some of the trials I would probably never do again. Like, God, no, that was awful. Of course, I knew it was him, but, like, I just didn't want to continue with it. Because, like, in going in, again, it was spoiled for me, so I knew it was him, and I was like, God damn it, why'd you kill Mew? But then when things were explained, it got me so sad. Kokichi, little fucker. They tried to make a new Nagito. He did a lot of things that Nagito didn't do, and that's not a good thing. Nagito's death was more confusing than his, in my opinion. He was kind of an asshole. Nagito never directly bullied someone like he bullied Mew, and you gotta keep in mind, I liked Mew as a character. So, he just never was on my good side. Is he a good character? No. I really can't support thinking he's a good character. He's an asshole, and he kind of just fucked with us the whole game. Like, I'm trying to think, did he help us, like, escaping again? He kind of helped us with the nanobots, but that didn't really help. Okay. I'm not gonna talk about this guy too much. I'm sorry if that was testing. But if you know him, you know why I don't like him. I have 2 words for you. Deserved better. He did not deserve to die. I am still mad that he died. He was best boy. If you asked me who the best character in V3 is, I would have to put my personal preferences aside and say Kibo, because he did his best. He tried, he helped his friends, and honestly, you know what? He was abused by Kokichi and Mew, but Kibo's a really good character. Okay, now Kurumi. I like her design. I really like her design. I really like her design. Let me just emphasize that. Her character annoyed me though. Because, like, I didn't really care that she was, like, some governor's person, and that she was doing it for her people. I just really kind of, like, you made me go through this trial so that way you could go to your people. If your people know you're in this killing game, I don't think they're your people anymore, okay? Alright, I'm done with that. I'm not trying to explain that. Alright, Himiko. I liked her. I will say that. When people explain why they don't like her to me, I'm like, oh, you're right. Like, I understand why you don't like her, but, like, she never really did anything wrong. She's kind of in a people will, like, say, oh, she didn't develop at all. She's so boring. No, she did develop. When Tenko and Angie died, she tried to work harder. That's something Akane didn't do. And you can bring up Akane's backstory and all, but it just doesn't. Again, she didn't develop for me, and I was just so disdained by that. She developed for me. Her, like, attitude's still the same, but, like... Alright, now we got Maki. I like Maki's betas better than this. I feel like we got cheated out from really cool character designs. She looks very plain, and I get that. Again, I liked her beta designs a lot better. As a character, she was meant to be this, like, really cool and brooding character, and it just took Kaido, like, bothering her a little bit to get her to, like, talk and be social again. She's also a lot more human than, like, she shows off, because she's willing to talk to Kaede. Like, I liked her design a lot in the beginning, but then I saw her videos and I was like, oh, those are so much cooler for an assassin. When she talked to, like, she used to talk to Kaede in the beginning. But then, you know, after she died, she, like, started to shut herself out, and that's, like, how I was like, okay, you know what? Don't act like Kaede's death didn't affect you and that you don't care, because it's obvious you do. But I like her as a character. Okay. I'll be the first to admit, I didn't read her backstory. I kinda get what her backstory is. Do I care? Not really. I'm not gonna lie to you. She's okay. Her character did its part. She was nice. I really saw her and Kaido as who were gonna be the survivors, and I was shocked when they didn't survive. Like, I was like, one of these two is definitely gonna be the ones to make it, and then they didn't, and I was like, what the hell? We're gonna save her for last. Okay, Angie. I love her. I like her for one reason. She started a cult in Danganronpa. Love her. She would go from nice to crazy, all on the base of her god, which I doubt exists. And she's a cult leader, and I love it. Okay. I like Mew. I like Mew a lot. She's really cool. I like her. A lot of people don't because she's like vulgar, and I'm like, well, that's obviously we're different. And I kind of like her vulgarity. She's definitely like not emotionally stable because she has like anxieties of people leaving her, which is cool, I guess. But like, I really like her as a character. Alright. Okay, I'm not going over the Mono Cubs. If you want to know my opinions on the Mono Cubs, Monodam's my favorite, and the rest are just there. Okay. I liked her as a character. I loved her. I loved her as a protagonist. I was like, yes. She was like gonna be more Hajime, not dealing with other people's shit, and I was like, I'm here for it. Kaede, we are one in the same. I am ready for this. It's great. I love it. And then she turned out to be a murderer, and I was just really sad by her death. And then I was so sad. I was crying. Okay. Okay. Now we're going on to the infamous Tsumugi Shirogane. Okay, so I love Tsumugi, which is going to sound weird seeing as she killed Kaede and Rantaro, some of my favorite characters in the game. I loved her, I'm not gonna lie. I think she was a great new villain to like, she did a really good job at leading up from Junko, because that's not an easy task. Danganronpa set a villain for 2 games, and it was Junko. Did Tsumugi kind of cheat her way in by cosplaying as Junko? A little bit, yeah, but like, you didn't really focus on that. You focused on like her ideals and like all that. And I just really loved it. Like, you didn't suspect, like you could, I mean, looking back at it, you could kind of suspect her, but you didn't really suspect her throughout the game. She was just there for you, and then she was just like, there, like, the mastermind. Like, I didn't even look at her, I was like, oh, it's you again. And then I was like, whoa. I love her. Alright, let's talk about V3 as a whole, and my opinions on it. It's a good game. I like it. V3 was really good in my opinion. It brought something new to it, which was really interesting. It had a new thing. I also liked how, like, in the beginning, they were really hopeful, and at the end, they were just, like, they were kind of just, like, being them. Like, if you look at, like, the characters dropping, you'll notice that, like, as they, you know, like, start to go down in numbers, the brightness of the game starts to go down with it. Like, before it was, like, all vibrant colors. Rantaro and Kaede are perfect examples of that. Like, they're all, like, Kaede's green, Kaede's pink and, like, white and blonde. Rantaro's, like, green and blue. And, oh, I'm not doing that. It's been a while. And it's just, like, as they die, like, especially after chapter 3, you notice the lack of color and, like, and lack of hope in the game. If you ask me. And that's what I kind of noticed in the game. Like, after chapter 3, the hope was really high. And it was just kind of like this sad empty shell of the students. So yeah, I really liked V3. I think the twist was interesting. Some people say it kind of shit on, it kind of like ruined the whole franchise entirely. Do I agree with that? Kind of, because it kind of sounds like Danganronpa is not real. Do I want to admit that? Of course not. But is it true? Probably. But it's like okay. I don't know. I liked it. I still like the game. I enjoyed playing it. It was fun. Kaede being the first killer kind of pissed me off, but I still enjoyed the game. I didn't really. V3 also had the strongest cast. As much as I didn't like the characters, there's enough story behind them to like make me like, oh okay. really like this for this, and that I like understanding. It makes it like more better for me. But yeah, that's why I like these are definitely one of the better ones. I know a lot of people don't really like it, but that's them. That's their opinions. Alright, well. Oh, I miss those games. Alright, so. No. Yeah, that's really my opinions on this game. I liked it. It was really cool. Alright. We've been streaming for 45 minutes, wow. Again, I'm really sad to see Danganronpa basically end. Like, there's no guarantee it's over, but it's pretty much over. I'm sad to see it go. I hope everyone enjoyed it, like, as much as I did, because it was a really fun game. I love the characters. If I think his name is Kadaka ever comes back with Danganronpa, I will be pre-ordering it immediately. And it's like sad for me. I don't know. I don't want to think about this. I don't know. Alright, well, I'm gonna go. This was a fun talk. I had to get my feelings out there a little bit and review the whole Danganronpa series as a whole. I enjoyed it. I hope it continues. Do I think it will? No. I'm gonna be streaming probably tomorrow because I'm sick right now and I'm bored. I'm gonna start making Sims again. Or I'll be playing Spare Girls. I don't know. Either way. I'll see you guys tomorrow, I guess. Bye. And let me know if you feel the same.